Hi everyone!
Hi,
This is
LH Crypto Weekly Analysis, and
What's On.
there's a lot of on. We are going to uncover the underlying situation on the crypto market
Great.
to tell you about the most interesting shares of the week.
I will tell you about Binance and BECT.
Yeah, we just can't skip it, gladfully, and just a little bit more news on USD, Trump, and oil.
And BTC ETH, of course.
Of course.
Let's go!
So, crypto. We believe that you all know that the situation on the crypto market is now depressive. But what lies beneath this news? We do know that all the mood is built up from the news, and the news are that Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman we talked so much in our episodes, said, surprisingly, that his organization is studying the creation of a US state cryptocurrency. Not that they are going to implement it soon, but that they are thinking it over. And although acknowledging that digital financial assets provide significant incentive for economic growth, difficulties will definitely arise, especially for the compliance with the legislative framework and economic stability, because too much reliance on virtual cryptocurrency, state cryptocurrency, may weaken the USD and thus increasing the national debt up to 200 billion a year, which is a huge sum of money. So these guys are not yet in crypto and supposedly not yet in Libra. But at the same time, on the other side, across the ocean, is better to say, European Union is changing its attitude towards blockchain in lips of Denis Baud, the second person at the Central Bank of France, who suddenly supported the distributed registry technology and announced they need it. The whole European Union is got to have its own cryptocurrency, while they even don't have their own united payment system. Can you imagine this? So he sees that implementation will reduce transaction costs between business entities and thus speed up the business and its transparency. Also, it was stated that the incentive should go from up, from central bank, not from the below. And it seems like this time these guys are not just blah-blahing, because the European Commission, the European Investment Fund, have announced the launch of a fund. Blockchain development companies will have a chance to get a financing out of this fund, which is 400 million euro in size. These are quite a huge money. So we'll see. This will definitely bring optimism to the market. But the news coming from the other country may not. People's Bank of China suddenly revealed its intention to crack down on crypto trading. How does this conform to all those Xi Jinping speeches of introducing the blockchain technology? Here is the difference, the bank said. Blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies are not the same, surprise, surprise, and warned against the risk involved with digital assets. Risk, you say? I personally believe that the true risk lies in an attempt to learn Chinese language, the risk for your tongue integrity. But you know, everyone has its own troubles. Nevertheless, on Wednesday morning, notable Korean cryptocurrency exchange Upbit revealed that it has been hacked. Over 50 million worth of Ethereum was stolen. Surprisingly, the Ethereum went down at 2%, but Bitcoin jumped. In fact, after hitting the 6,800 on Wednesday morning, the cryptocurrency shot back at 7,500, which is nearly 15% move. Can you imagine your earnings with the LH crypto leverage on crypto up to 1 to 100? Well, I believe that this is the moment when we turn to Kate with her detailed analytics of cryptocurrency prices.
And for the first time, I want to talk about crypto news. And the first one is Binance announced about partnership with Travel by Bit platform, and the people will be able to buy tickets and book some hotels and pay by cryptocurrencies.
Wow.
Yeah, and the second one is that one Italy supermarket started to accept cryptocurrencies, but at that moment I think only Bitcoin. But this is great. This is very old supermarket, family business, and
But can you imagine? Today you've paid for a cookie with a piece of Bitcoin, and the price jumps just as it usually does in a day, and the next day you could have bought the whole shop for this cookie, but you didn't. It's not a risky thing. Well,
okay.
For some people.
And the last piece of news is about the BECT. BECT set a new record, $42.5 million. Yeah.
Oh.
Good start, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's switch to the cryptocurrencies BTC and ETH pricing. BTC is trading at 76 of United States dollars now, and the pattern head and shoulders is shaped on the chart, and we are waiting for a little flat, and then the resistance level will be 7,800 of United States dollars, and the next expected level will be the 9,345 United States dollars. Woohoo! Cancellation of growth will be in case BTC exceeds 66.5 of United States dollars, and then we will see the price of 5,700.5 United States dollars.
We will or we won't.
Yeah.
50-50, always it is.
And what about younger brother of Bitcoin? Of course, Ethereum. Yeah, you are right. And they observe bullish trend on the chart of ETH. ETH will get a price of 149 United States dollars, and then will be bound to the 170 United States dollars.
Oh,
yeah,
great. So, meanwhile, when all these positive news are shining over Ethereum, the development department guys from LH Crypto are on their uneasy but thrilling journey to South Africa. Can you imagine?
Ooh.
Yeah, there in the beginning of December, the Financial Traders Fair is happening, and LH Crypto participates as the exhibitor's gold sponsor. Like you might have read from our newsfeed, Africa is a new strategic direction for a company. But why is that? Why Africa? So, listen this. The Jack Dorsey, who is, you might know, a Twitter CEO, and he has become famous for his Bitcoin support, suddenly said that Africa will define the future of Bitcoin, especially of the Bitcoin one. So, we believe that this is the right direction, and from your lips, Mr. Jack Dorsey, to God's ears we wish. So, good luck, guys. We are waving you hello from this far distance.
Yeah. And let's get back to the real world.
High time. So, while we are speaking here, all those United States citizens are cutting their turkeys at the family table. Well, Merry Thanksgiving, guys, and well, thank you for having the 2 days of a very, very quiet stock market. Still, it wasn't really loud this week. Looking at all those USD prices and oil prices, one may think that they are in a total flat, not seen for the whole year. Analysts are arguing that some trading volumes of especially euro and all the related trading instruments are the lowest, the record lowest, not only for this year but for many years preceding. While on the background of this quiet environment, Standard & Poor's 500, Dow Jones Industrial, Nasdaq Composite and Nasdaq 100 all closed at record levels, all-time record levels, for the third straight day on Wednesday in a very quiet trading session. The point is that US economic growth picked up slightly in this third quarter. And why is this growth then? Well, it may be the positive sign that all those concerns about the economic slowdown are just rumors and have no ground behind. So markets rest in peace, and this is because they're closing at all these records high. Just for reference, Nasdaq Composite is 8,700 and over. Standard & Poor's is somewhere around 3,115. So for those of you who would like to invest in indices, this may be a high time. For those of you who are friends of USD and the great fans of USD, the times are really disturbing, since Donald Trump just signed legislation expressing US support for Hong Kong protesters. China, in response, warned the ambassador that such action would strain and risk affecting cooperation in important areas without any details on what these areas are. But the bill, well, is not that much severe. It requires annual reviews on Hong Kong's special trade status under American law, and just as it, paperwork, as well as sanctions against any official deemed responsible for human rights abuses, which is, well, quite a delusive term too. Not to mention those little things like the prohibition for import of rubber bullets, tear gas, and so on and so forth, as if this ever was the major part of Hong Kong economy. But still, that can painfully reflect on USD, so try to shorten it or just step back before some warm news from the horizon appear. So meanwhile, Nvidia, a company which is traded in LH Crypto Trading Terminal, has got a very positive report from Morgan Stanley Analytics. So they are expecting that Nvidia shares will soon grow for more than 4.5%, just because the game business, the computer games business and mobile games business is on the rise and is going to have an 18% growth next year. So Morgan Stanley is expecting the forecast for Nvidia shares higher than it was previously on 217, and it is up by 259. Wow. And so the recommendation is now buy, or even strong buy.
And now, economical calendar, my favorite.
Oh, and mine too. So, Monday, December 2, please pay attention to Germany and UK's manufacturing PMIs for November. Also, the Institute of Supply Management Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index from US and non-manufacturing PMI, which will be on Wednesday. These are indices that are just related, so pay attention. Wednesday, we'll see the results for composite PMI in November and services PMI in UK, while non-farm employment change in US and crude oil inventories will be revealed. Friday, December, we'll see the non-farm payrolls. Before there was agricultural payrolls, and now it is non-farm payrolls, which measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month in the whole economy, excluding farming industry. And finally, unemployment rate for US in November. Okay,
Right.
guys, yeah, take care on these
May the
weekdays
profit be with you.
and with us. So see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.